So this man goes by the name Fadiha. He's the main pastor of a White Garments church. He also has an assistant pastor whose name is Liko, and together they run the affairs of the church. That is, they lead church services and so many other activities that is being done in the church. And you know, everything was going well for both pastors until one day when something crazy happened. On that day, which happens to be a Monday, assistant pastor Liko came into the church, and normally he would meet Pastor Fadiha praying at the altar. But on this particular day, Pastor Fadiha wasn't at the altar. To make things worse, he wasn't anywhere inside the church building. Feeling worried, Pastor Liko decided to check outside and see if he would see Pastor Fadiha there. But to his surprise, when he went outside, specifically to the generator house, he saw something his eyes couldn't believe. He saw Pastor Fadiha on fire, like he was literally burning. Someone had set him on fire. Liko immediately ran out and called some members and elders of the church who lives around the church vicinity. He told them what he had just saw, and you know, all of them immediately ran to the church building to see things with their own eyes. And sadly, when they arrived there, they saw Pastor Fadiha burnt to crisp. Everyone began to wonder who on earth could have done something as horrible as this. Like, who on earth will have the temerity to not only kill a man of God, but also set him on fire? And you know, while all this conversation was going on, one of the elders of the church noticed something that eventually revealed the truth of this case. What that elder noticed was that the cloth of assistant pastor Lekon looked very rough, as if he struggled with someone. In addition to that, there were also blood stains on his clothes. So eventually, when the police came, they arrested assistant pastor Liko and a few other church members as suspects. When they got to the police station, the police began interrogating every single person they had arrested from the church, and after a series of drilling, one of them confessed to what really happened. And the person who confessed was Liko. He told them he was the one that set Pastor Fadiha on fire. But why did he kill his own pastor? Well, let me take you guys back. So you see, a day before this whole incident, Sunday to be specific, there was a fight that occurred in the church, and that fight was between Pastor Lekon and a female church member. And the alleged cause of the fight was that Lekon went around telling people he was in a relationship with this church member, whereas they weren't in any relationship. So when Lekon went around telling people he's in a relationship with her, this angered her, and then she confronted him. And when she confronted him, a fight broke out. This fight was so serious that Pastor Lekon brutalized this lady in question and even went as far as biting her. Mind you, all this fight was happening on a Sunday while church services were going on, and the fight almost ruined church service for that day. But luckily, Pastor Fadiha and other elders of the church stepped in and resolved the issue between Liko and this female member. But after resolving the issue, they decided to relieve Liko of his duties as a pastor, because not only did Liko not handle the situation well as a pastor is supposed to, but he was also wrong in this case. In addition to that, this is not the first time he would be fighting a member or an elder of the church. So Pastor Fadiha collected the church key from Liko, and I'm guessing he also told him that he would be relieved of his duties as a pastor, and this angered Liko. He was pissed. So the next day on Monday, while Pastor Fadiha was praying on the altar, Liko pounced on him and tried to suffocate him with his clothes. However, Pastor Fadiha struggled and escaped. Then Liko reportedly picked up a bell in the church and smashed Pastor Fadiha head with it. Then finally, he finished the job with a screwdriver by stabbing Pastor Fadiha in multiple places in his body till he died. To cover his tracks, Liko then dragged Pastor Fadiha's body towards the generator area, poured petrol on him, and set him ablaze. Then he pretended as if he knew nothing and went to call people that the pastor is on fire, blah blah blah. You know the rest of the story. So after this his confession, the remaining suspects that were being held by the police were released, and right now Liko is awaiting trial. According to section 325 of the Nigerian law, Lekon would be sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of Pastor Fadiha. And by the way, this happened in Osun State, Nigeria on the 26th of February 2024.